Hi everyone, it's your Tuesday host. Sorry I look a bit rough. I literally just got in and it's almost 9 o'clock, but I wanted to get a video out today. This video is on our experiences with the paranormal. I have quite a few experiences, some very positive and other very, very negative, and I don't really want to talk about the negative. I don't feel ready, I suppose. And I just picked one because it is pretty long. But something quite strange happened to my cousin, which I'm not going to talk about for certain reasons, but something quite strange happened to him on Sunday. And then my dog, now anyone who knows my dog knows he's not a dog that stays still. The first thing he does when he runs into my room is jump up on my bed. He walked down into my room. This was like 5 minutes after the weird thing happened with my cousin. And he sat in the middle of the room and he stared at the bed, like stared. My dog doesn't bark very much, but he looked scared but worried. And then he left, like just walked out, completely ignored me. Kind of felt heartbroken. Later on a Monday, my friend came over and we were watching, I'm going to slaughter this name, I know I am, A Haunting in Connecticut 2? Totally murdered that, I'm sorry. And we were watching it, and then my dog came down. He usually waits outside my grand's room, but this time he didn't. He was outside my room, and he just sat down. He scratched at the door once, and then my friend was like, oh, he's been out there for like 10 minutes, that's not normal, because she's been over to my house quite a few times. She knows what my dog's like. So we got up, she opened the door, and I stood on the side. He looked into the room, very wary, like he was wary of something, ignored us. And he never does that when I have friends over. And he slowly walked in, turned around, sat down, and stared out the door. And my friend turned to me and she was like, that's not normal, he doesn't do that. And I'm like, this is what I was talking about. And then his eyes were like following something. It was so strange. He had the exact same expression, everything. I can't explain it. Like, he was just following something, completely ignored me and her. And then he turned around like he shifted and sat down again and stared at the bed as if there was something sitting on my bed again. And then we didn't interrupt him or anything. We just stood there a bit worried. And she was like to me, I do sense something here. She's very sensitive, always has been since she was quite small. I personally, I only really became aware to things and started feeling things when I was about 14. I don't really see things full on, to be honest. Like, I don't really have the gift of sight. She did. I don't know if she still does. But then he left because my gran called his name. That was the only thing that made him move. And he left. We closed the door. We sat down and I was like, I honestly swear to God there's something in my house. And then the laptop was on the desk, pushed away from the bed. Like, I'm sitting on the bed now. It was on though. The internet was closed off. We didn't really want to continue watching the movie after that. My eyeliner is so bad. You've got to excuse that. Sorry. And I have the Gypsy Witch cards. If anyone is familiar with them, you do a yes-no sort of thing, where if the joker lands on an even number, it's a yes. If it's an odd, it's a no. And I asked, can I communicate with you through the cards? Because I didn't feel like the Ouija board was the best option at the moment, because I had no idea what it was. We didn't feel threatened, but we didn't feel exactly positive either. So the issue with that was I completely forgot what I'd asked. If I asked, do you mind, or if we can, like, I completely forgot. And it said yes. It landed on a yes. And I understand that, law of attraction, you could have pulled yes, I get that completely, but, And then my friend said, I don't think you should do it again because we couldn't remember the question and we don't know if yes it minded or yes we can ask. While we were debating, we both looked at the screen for some reason. Like, I don't know what it was that triggered us to both look at the screen. Now, I have a touchscreen laptop. It's an Acer. And if anyone who has touchscreen knows that when you touch the screen, it's almost like ripples, so you know that there's been an impact. That happened. We didn't see a finger, but we saw the ripples, and my Internet Explorer popped up, and we sort of sat there like, whoa. And when my internet comes up, we have it was Google Chrome. We have two tabs. We have, like, what I do. It was my search and then a tabs page, and that didn't pop up. Basically what popped up was first, page not found. This had happened before when I tried to find a backstory to a haunting, which was normal, sometimes links don't work. But that popped up, that shut down by itself, and then Java installed popped up. That's never happened before. I closed it down. I was like, maybe I have a virus. I ran my Norton, nothing there whatsoever. My laptop was completely clean. And I was like, alright, a bit weird. Kind of freaked us out, so we switched off my laptop. I did the spread again, and it landed on a yes. And I asked, can I ask you questions? The only question I wanted to ask, are you here to harm? I asked that. Now, I completely confused the meanings, and I was praying that it would say yes, because I thought yes meant no. It landed on an odd number, and I panicked, and my friend was like, wait, no, that's good, it means it's not here to harm you. I took a deep breath, calmed down, and then I took her home, to the bus stop. When I came back, I switched on my laptop. Now I'm 100% sure, 100% sure, my laptop was charged, completely fully charged. It had no battery. So I put it on charge. I opened my internet, and on the tabs page, I had Flappy Birds bookmarked. And I laughed, she laughed when I told her. Okay, to have a new tab, you have to, on my laptop, you have to bookmark it. Then you have to go on the tabs page, you have to click add tab, right click and then click add tab. You have to type in the web address and then click save. There's no way that something would just add on by itself. I had no viruses, nothing. No one had been on my laptop. No one knows my password for my laptop. So I was a bit like, whoa, okay. My friend came up with a theory that was a way of showing that it was friendly. And it was strange because it was a game that doesn't exist anymore. Obviously, I know people have made copies and things. It was just the fact that it was on there. That's pretty much, I sensed a presence for a while. It would come and go. I personally think it's connected to my cousin, a message to my cousin from a relative. I'm not threatened by it at all. And I actually see it as a very positive thing. I've never got messages unless I go looking for them. I've never had a spirit willingly want to give me a message. And I feel, honestly, wholeheartedly, I feel that it is progressing so that it doesn't frighten me. It is trying to give me signs that it is here, and it's taking steps before giving me a message. That's what I feel. I did do a cleansing just to make sure. I've done all of it. And it's probably one of the least frightening experiences I've had. Obviously, I've had more positive, but in terms of it happening randomly. Usually, if anything happens, I know it will happen because I've asked for it to, in a sense of whatever I'm doing. This was out of the blue. Honestly, out of the blue, which is why I was a bit, ooh. But yeah, so that's the most recent, and I decided to share that with you. I suppose I'll see you next Tuesday. I'm sorry this is kind of rushed. I don't really have quite a lot of time. I have so much work to do, but I wanted to get this out to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember to leave any topics. We'll answer them. And yeah, see you guys.